Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back, and much appreciated you taking a little time out of your day to watch the video. And today we are going to talk about the Smartass YouTube subscribers. I'm going to give you guys a few thoughts on it because I got a lot of experience in it here. Have a little discussion. Be interested to hear you guys' opinion on it too. So anyway, real quick before we get started here, I just wanted to remind all the members of the channel out there, I finally got my computer back from Best Buy, so I'll be able to get back on the member videos. I got about a week behind on them. So I'll be getting caught up with those. Thanks for being patient there. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, just go to my YouTube homepage, click on the About section, go to Intuitive Memberships, and that gives you a lot of info there. It's a really good way to support the channel. Okay, let's have this little conversation here about Smart Aleck YouTube subscribers, because I've done videos in the past about the sort of the haters, and you're going to get that. I mean, I understand it. I mean, that's just part of anytime you put anything out there in social media, you're going to get that type of feedback to some extent. But I've gotten quite a bit of it here recently. You guys know, we came out with the block of old school jig last week. Again, thank everybody for the support on that. It's just been, the amount of orders we've been getting have been overwhelming. Much appreciated, you guys. Having enough confidence to order that product that we really worked hard on to design. But of course, at the $9.99 price point, you can imagine everybody, all the Smart Aleck comments I've been getting on it like that, which is fine. I mean, that's just, again, everybody has an opinion, and I explained why it costs that much. And earlier today, I did a video on why, in my opinion, a swim jig is not a jig. Explained everything why I felt like that, and man, we got some hate comments out of the woodwork. So this happens at any time that I put any type of video that has an opinion on it. It's going to get a lot of Smart Aleck comments on it. And here's the thing about social media, guys. It's easy to get sucked into doing that, because I got myself into trouble all the time when I first got onto social media. I got sucked into it too. I mean, there'd be somebody post something on Facebook, and I'd make some Smart Aleck comment on it, and then it just didn't go well. But what happened is, after people explained to me, man, you just can't do that. I realized that when you see something out there, when you see any type of, I don't care if it's a YouTube video or somebody makes a post on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, if it goes against your viewpoint or your belief systems, or if you're offended by it in some light, it's really easy. And I understand, because I was part of that too. It's really easy to get typing immediately and saying something Smart Aleck without taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and just say, okay, let's just analyze this thing, what it's all about. How can we make our point without coming across as being a smartass? And it's very tempting to do that. I mean, I understand that completely. And it's the same with that. I did that video last week on the Liver King, the super buff dude from Texas that eats raw liver every day. He gets hammered all the time for that, but he has a really good message. So I think he gets hammered unfairly with that. So anyway, what I'm saying on this particular thing about the smartasses on the YouTube videos is, you got a segment of people out there that for whatever reason, they don't understand that social media and commentary should be a civil, respectful debate. And if I say something about, okay, I don't think that a swim jig is considered a real jig, that's fine. If you don't agree with me with that, that's fine. But let me hear your breakdown. You tell me why a swim jig is a real jig. More in my opinion, it's more of a spinnerbait. But give me your details behind it. Give me your facts. Give me your rational viewpoint, without calling somebody an idiot or whatever for coming up with that stance. That's all too common that we see in social media today, especially YouTube. It's not just me. I mean, every YouTuber out there, they get those type of comments out there. They get the people out there that just feel like that they've got to attack you. And I understand. I mean, everybody, you never know what's going on in people's lives. People may be having a bad day. They may have their kids or their wife may be sick. They may be going through financial struggles. There may be a lot of things in their life that go down, and I understand that a lot of people use social media to vent on that. But one of the tips and advice I'd like to give everybody out there that if you're a Smartass YouTube subscriber, just take some advice from me, because I was like that at one point myself to some extent. Just chill out a little bit. Before somebody responds, if you see something out there that makes you mad on any YouTuber or social media, just before you react to it, just step back, take a deep breath, think about it a little bit, and think about how you can make your point in an intelligent, rational manner. Because one thing about it, guys, nobody can accomplish anything. If you want to change somebody's mind with something, you cannot change somebody's mind with insults and calling them names and dumbing down the conversation. If you're going to change somebody's mind, you have to have a dialogue with that person. You have to have an even exchange of ideas if you don't agree with something. And I think that applies to all parts of life. If we could just do that in every aspect of our life, look how much easier it would be to get along. And the problem that you have a lot with viewpoints and Smartass YouTube subscribers is a lot of people get overwhelmed by emotion instead of going with facts. And a lot of people don't like facts. They don't like facts that are presented to them because it challenges their point of view. It challenges their worldview. And if your worldview is challenged or broken down, that's a very painful thing to go through. That's very difficult if somebody says that your worldview is not very valid. So I understand a lot of people are vested in emotional opinions, whether or not they're based in fact. But anyway, guys, I know, my channel out there, I put out about, I'm going to guess, if you guys watch the videos, I put about 85% hardcore hogging tips. I got 15% opinion pieces. Every time I put out an opinion piece, it's like you guys say, man, get back to fishing tips, that type of stuff. But I'm not some fish and tip robot that can just, I can just spit out nothing but fishing tips 24/7. I think everybody would get bored by that if I just did nothing but fishing tips and bait modifications day in and day out. So I like to throw in some other stuff out there to sort of keep the channel more interesting with that. That's why I do that with the opinion pieces. And that's what it is. When I say something about the swim jig or whatever I'm talking about, or if I tell you guys why I don't like braided fluorocarbon, don't take it personal, man. Don't feel like you got to get on your computer and say some smart ass comment right there because you don't agree with it. Give me your respectful, intelligent rebuttal to that, and let's have a civil debate on there, because a lot of people want to do the same thing on there. So anyway, I just wanted to throw out there, guys, a little bit. It goes through periods. I mean, if I have a real neutral video stretch where I'm talking about, colors of plastic worms or something like that, or Texas rigging tips, you don't get much. But when you go off in any direction on one line, you're gonna get some sensitive types that come out of the woodwork that don't really know how to play very well with others. So that's today's video, guys. Much appreciated. Again, if you guys want a great jig, even though it's $9.99, go to the Baitworks online store. I'll include the link in the description. You can get the Blocked Old School jig, and you can see for yourself if it's worth $9.99. I think you'll find that it is. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated, and we'll talk to y'all later.